Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
Yes.
That is my only job in this intro, and I will prolong it and make it count.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on Twitter X. Well, yesterday it was King Charles's 75th birthday. And we didn't bring it up during our birthday tribute because why would we? But of course, Meghan had to put something out. She had to do something. She had to get Backgrid to put out pictures of her doing a pap walk in Montecito last Friday. But they had to put it out yesterday on the King's birthday. But before we get into that train wreck, we're going to see what Doria's been up to. This was taken, I believe, last week sometime, maybe a couple weeks ago. This makes me so extremely sad because I love Victoria Rowell. I'm a huge Young and the Restless fan, and she played Drusilla for many, many, many years. And she was my favorite. One of my favorites. I just loved her in that. And she was also in one of our favorite movies ever, Dumb and Dumber.
She looks exactly the same.
She doesn't age. She looks so good. So Victoria Rowell put this up on her Instagram, and she said she's with her cousin and Doria Ragland, but she spelled Doria's name wrong, which kind of makes me feel good because she obviously doesn't know Doria. Doria must have just been hanging out there at a art installation.
Do you think Doria paid for that picture?
No.
Like a Comic-Con type thing? Like,
no.
Oh God, that's Victoria. Like I got it,
so.
Here's $15.
I don't think so. But Doria's been making her rounds in the art world. This isn't the first time we've seen her in LA going to art galleries. So I guess we're going to see more of this crap when it comes to Doria.
I would have definitely not seen that unless Victoria put it up on her page.
Well, no, I saw this on Twitter. Some of our friends on Twitter putting it up. I wouldn't have seen it. I didn't even know she had an Instagram page, to be honest with you. But she's still as beautiful as ever. Sussex Squad is taking this and running with it like they usually do. They say things like, look how great Doria is and look who wants to hang out with her. And she's with the movers and the shakers. She's such a strong, educated woman and blah, blah, blah. This is my favorite Sussex Squad comments so far. I've read so many about Doria, but this one's got to be my favorite. These white women hate the fact Doria is a highly educated social worker who made sure Meghan knew her self-worth, got a higher education, worked hard, and knew to give back, while their fave's mother, I can only imagine that's Catherine, while their fave's mother was teaching her daughter the art of husband hunting and settling for less. So there's so many things wrong with this paragraph, but the first thing, I mean, settling for less, settling for the King of England, the future King of England is settling for less. Plus, we've all seen Harry and William and their dynamics together. William is obviously the better brother.
Well, and Catherine and William were college sweethearts. I don't understand settling for less. Do you know how many people would love to marry their college sweetheart? Like, settling is going out there and dating for 10 years and finding some shlomo and marrying that guy. Okay,
it's so silly.
You're not settling for less when you marry your first love.
And what I love is they keep thinking that Doria is this hardworking social worker when we did a whole video on this, and Doria is a bigger grifter than Meghan Markle allegedly. And
she's been doing it longer.
Exactly. We did a whole video on Doria and her grifting ways, and I'll put the link in the description below. We took just a huge deep dive in the taking advantage of the elderly that we allegedly think she's doing, money laundering that we think she's allegedly doing. She's just into some shady, shady stuff.
It's not shady, it's illegal.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
We don't know. But yeah, Doria got Meghan a higher education. We know for a fact who paid for that. It was Thomas Markle. He's shown us proof. This is so ridiculous. I swear, there's something seriously wrong with these people. So I thought that was pretty funny. So I want to get that out of the way before we got to our Backgrid. Meghan Markle steps out in Montecito with model pal Kelly McKee, Zafin wearing a very British accessory. The Duchess of Sussex had a girls' day out on Friday with the co-founder of the Alliance of Moms. We've seen this woman with Meghan before. She put up a Instagram post where they're taking a bit. They're just the best of friends. Here we are in Montecito. You just know that is photoshopped in the back. There's no way that, just no way. And this was her alliance for moms. Now, Stephanie, you said that Resting Dollface said that this woman lost a child?
I don't believe it was Resting Dollface or Megan Small. It was one of my friends on there. But 16 months ago, apparently her son passed away.
That's horrible.
That's horrible. And what is even more horrible is that Meghan Markle is piggybacking off of that woman's tragedy.
That's awful.
Not cool, man. But it's very Meghan Markle.
That's
when I heard about it, I was like, oh, that's why Meghan's in pictures with her. That's why she's doing that.
Really?
If that woman didn't lose her child 16 months ago, then this would not, she wouldn't be shopping with her. That's all for show.
The Duchess of Sussex, 42, was spotted on Friday in Montecito with her friend Kelly McKee Zafin, the co-founder of Alliance of Moms. The pair grabbed lunch at Penne and Vino before doing some shopping at nearby boutique Wendy Foster, carrying bags from the store. So she's merching that restaurant and Wendy Foster as well. Typical Meghan Markle. In May, McKee Zafin shared a photo with Meghan on her Instagram page sporting matching t-shirts. The model captioned the snap by thanking Meghan for joining a campaign to support expectant and parenting foster youth in Los Angeles. And that's what she wrote. If you guys want, it's still up there on Instagram. It's dumb.
Yeah, and again, just this woman just lost her son.
Gosh.
He was only 9 years old, too. He died of heart failure, and they never had any heart problems before, and it just sort of suddenly happened. But again, Meghan Markle does not miss an opportunity to exploit people. And that's exactly what she's doing, and that poor mother is vulnerable. She's going to be vulnerable for the rest of her life. That's never going to go away.
But at some point, some people have to take responsibility for their actions.
I think 16 months is a little soon.
I mean, I don't think that this poor
that's my
woman,
opinion.
I don't think that this poor woman knew when she stepped out that she was going to have Baccarat taking photos of them. I highly doubt it. I mean, you guys ready to see the pictures?
And anyone who doesn't know Baccarat, that's a 1-800 dial-a-pap. Okay. So what Meghan did, or whoever, one of her henchmen, she called before, maybe a couple hours before, maybe a day before, I don't know. And she said, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be shopping here. I'm going to be merching this bag, blah, blah, blah. And then some dude came out and took this picture. Now, what you have to remember too.
Pictures,
sorry. it's not singular, it's plural. Yeah. But what you have to remember too is that there are 3 gates to get into this shopping area in Montecito. This is not easy. You can't climb fences, and paparazzi don't hang out here.
That's why nobody's ever papped Katy Perry and her child in Orlando Bloom shopping, or Ellen, or unless Ellen needed press, or Oprah, or Gail, or what's her face, Cameron Diaz. That's why they don't have those pap shots.
Yeah.
This is an
it
invasion.
says it right there. It says Baccarat.
But I'd like to think that Kelly did not know she was going to be photographed. Because Kelly looks like she's dressed like a normal person in Montecito in the month of November. Meghan, however, we lived in LA for 10 years.
She's got $10,000 flats on.
We live there, guys. I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside, okay? And plus, they're in Montecito, which is close to the ocean, which makes it cooler than Los Angeles. You do not wear culottes. You don't wear shorts in November. It's just not okay. You just wear jeans and a tee. That's what you do.
Well, and also, what's interesting about this is that we're still in the air about whether she even has that mansion in Montecito. Yeah. Meghan, again, could just be showing up at these places. I still think she's got an apartment in Culver City. I'm sticking to that story. Yeah. She could be just driving to Montecito. She put on her poppy pin and she's like, okay, guys, take the picture.
Let's talk about everybody
that. I want everyone to think I'm too thin, because if everyone's not talking about how I'm so thin and they're not talking about how gaunt my face is, then I can't say that anyone attacked me. See, the problem is in the next docuseries, she's going to go, look at all the attacks.
I was just attacked. Now, did she think she wasn't going to get attention wearing that damn poppy pin in America? Okay, we don't wear poppies in America during Veterans Day. We don't. It's a fact, okay? I was told that some Americans wear it during Memorial Day, but Veterans Day, first of all, she doesn't care about veterans. She doesn't care about British veterans. She doesn't care about British soldiers. She doesn't care about British anything, okay? She's wearing that poppy just to be mean. She's not a nice person, and this proves it. That poppy is making me so mad. Okay. And she's showing off her legs, and I'm not going to say anything about physical because the guy photoshopped her face. He put a filter through her face, obviously.
We'll get to that later. Yeah, why he did that.
But I mean, she's too skinny. That's not healthy looking. That's not healthy.
And also, it's just, again, with the poppy. I mean, listen, I'm not going to tell people what to do. You can wear a poppy every day in America. You can be an American and wear that damn poppy. You can wear it on your shirt. Yeah. I don't care. She's doing it for attention. She called them all racist, and now she's wearing their poppy, and she's calling Backgrid to take her picture. This is an obvious setup, and I mean, I feel like we're stating the obvious at one point. Let's, we know these were staged photos. Durr.
Yeah. I mean,
and thank you, Resting Dollface, for bringing this to my attention. I remember waking up and seeing them and going, here we go again. Here we go again.
I mean, do you think they took enough pictures? How many do we need? Well, you got to get Wendy Foster in there. You got to make sure.
Paid. Those are paid. She's getting paid for the flat. She's getting paid for that bag. She's wearing a pinky ring, a pinky diamond ring.
Well, so she's worn that before.
Right, but she's getting paid for that. It's what it is. So it's a business.
The Sussex squad was so happy that Meghan has a friend and she's getting out. Meghan spotted on Friday shopping in Montecito. It's so nice seeing Meghan thriving in her life and being surrounded by friends, plural, who are good for her mental health. Meghan and her friend Kelly Zafin, who sadly lost her son, and Harry and Meghan contributed money in Archie and Lilibet's name after Kelly Zafin's son passed away.
Yeah, I'm just reading that.
No. We knew about this.
That's messed. No, I'm saying the fact that they would even say that is
disgusting.
That is disgusting that anyone would have said, I contributed money in Archie and Lily's name to the memorial of that woman's son. Wow.
That's sick.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So the other thing that gets me is she's thriving. If she's thriving, then she'd be able to go and shopping with her friends and not have somebody document it like Backgrid. Some Sussex squad were like, they can't help it if they're photographers. Guys, we're saying it. Have your lawyers come at us if we're wrong about this. Backgrid is dial-a-pap. You only call Backgrid when you want to be seen. That is a fact. Prove us wrong. We're right here. Exactly. Nobody ever does.
Yeah, if I was thriving, or if I was in a position where I didn't have to work because I was married to a prince with millions of dollars, I probably wouldn't be calling dial-a-paps and having to drive from my Culver City apartment, to Montecito.
Allegedly.
Well, whatever.
You've been into this Culver City thing.
You're in a Culver City kick. Consistent gal, so.
So that brings us to the other drama that's going on in Meghan's world. Brianna Sanchez.
Dude,
you guys all remember this. Brianna Sanchez took a picture with Meghan. Well, actually, Meghan went charging for Brianna during the Royal Navy SEALs Foundation opening of their new rec center. So here was the picture. We've all taken bad pictures before if the lighting's bad. But, sometimes the lighting hits you the wrong way. That doesn't mean that you should feel bad about that, but the light, this is Meghan when she's not photoshopped or when she's not filtered. This is what Meghan Markle looks like. You know, and that's why I don't wear, and you don't wear makeup on this show. We don't go all out because I don't want to run into somebody one day, a friend of mine on this, you know, out there and say, oh my God, those girls Photoshop their faces on their YouTube show, or they wear too much makeup. They don't look like that.
I just don't like makeup.
Yeah, but I don't want to be horrified like that. So this is obviously what Meghan Markle truly, truly looks like. And she did not like this.
No.
And not only did she not like this, the Sussex squad did not like this. So the Sussex squad goes after Brianna Sanchez. They think there's some sort of conspiracy going on with Brianna. And they say things like, so we are at the chapter now when supposedly a fan of Meghan Markle is knowingly and willingly posting distorted pictures of her to feed trolls and provide much sought after content for hate accounts to make money of. I would have said money off. So the grammar's kind of weird, but they think Brianna is doing this on purpose. All Brianna did was put up a picture and she didn't filter it. That's all she did, which is, see, they're used to like Invictus photographers and backgrid photographers, which are the photographers of the Kardashians.
You have to remember something important about backgrid and any kind of dial-up app, okay? They have to go through the proper channels to even publish that picture of you. Okay, the Kardashians did an entire episode once on their new Hulu show about how Kim has to approve, edit, go through Khloe, you know, if it's about her, if she's in it too, they have to approve these things, guys. So it's not like Meghan didn't see those pictures for shopping in Montecito, or her at the bungalows, or her in Invictus. She has to approve all that stuff.
We have a perfect example of something like this happening, okay? It happened to Khloe Kardashian.
Yep.
Okay? Khloe Kardashian's grandmother took a picture of her by the pool one day. I think it was in Palm Springs. And it portrayed Khloe's normal body without any filter, Photoshop, what we're used to seeing Khloe usually look like, okay? And then previously that day, Khloe had put out the Photoshop version of it.
I don't mean to laugh at that. But
I don't mean to laugh at this, but it was Khloe's reaction after that that was a little funny.
It was disproportionate to what was actually going on.
The entire Kardashian family did everything they could to scrub this picture from the internet. I'm not kidding.
Got lawyers involved.
They got people on TikTok getting cease and desist letters saying, take that picture down. It's a private photo. That's how much they were freaking out. Now, Khloe gives her name. She doesn't own it. She says she owns it, but she doesn't. But she gives her name to a brand called Good American, which is supposed to be a jean and sweatshirt, whatever, clothing brand for normal size women. And
I do a whole TikTok video on it.
Stephanie does that. And all these normal size women were coming out going, I wish I looked that good in a bikini. What is wrong with why you think you don't look good in that picture?
You can't have a brand that is all inclusive and then get upset over a picture that your grandma took that is non-filtered.
Yeah.
That's insane, guys.
So, you know, there was a little cellulite and, you know, she's not perfect.
She looked good.
No woman is perfect. That nobody looks like that. No. Everything you see of Kim Kardashian and all those people and Meghan Markle's face, when you see them in the thing, it's Photoshop.
It's not real.
It's not real. Okay. It's filtered. So the perfect example is of what happened to Khloe. So this happened to Meghan. Meghan was not happy about this at all. So she got her Sussex squad to go even further with that woman. Bodily proportions for both Meghan and the so-called fan are obviously distorted. Just remember, the ultimate goal of the British tabloids press is to destroy Meghan Markle, and in order to do it, they need credibility to make their BS believable. They have obviously tapped into using single-purpose hate accounts as a mode to get their Meghan hate across. So when you see random people posting questionable BS and calling themselves a fan, don't believe it. Call them out. Okay, so they're calling Brianna a mole for the British press.
Wow.
Now, I don't think the British press has ever gone after Meghan for her looks. Why wouldn't they go after something like she's a grifter or something that they actually want to expose her as? Her looks, she doesn't look horrible. She looks like a normal person who's not using a filter. She is way too skinny. Yes, she's gaunt looking. She over does the tan stuff. What's it called? The self tan
bronzer.
The bronzer. That is too much. I've seen so many people do that, and it's not healthy for your skin. It's made of alcohol and chemicals.
I want to bring. Well, we didn't come up with that. I want to give a shout out to Parody Whitney on Twitter. One of my friends. She had a whole thing on that where it's like the bronzer is making her face age because of all the alcohol and the perfume. And all the chemicals.
Yeah.
Duh.
There's no, and you can look it up.
Thank you, Parody Whitney.
There's no healthy spray tan out there. There's no healthy bronzers. Nope. There's nothing because you're putting chemicals on your face.
Follow Parody Whitney on Twitter, guys, if you want to read that thread.
Yeah.
It's good.
So basically, Meghan is not taking care of herself, and she's blaming the British press for not looking good. Okay. So Brianna likes this attention. Brianna is enjoying her 15 minutes of fame.
She wants to be an influencer.
Okay. Brianna takes to Instagram because she's sick of all the nasty comments coming from the Sussex Squad and coming from other people that you know are saying what they want.
And she's coming at you filtered. Clearly.
100% filtered.
She looks nothing like the picture. She looked better unfiltered.
I got a message from a girl telling me that people were tearing Meghan Markle and I and the photo to shreds on X. Appreciate her for throwing that out there. I signed up for a Twitter account.
Just want to let people know she's wearing a Cartier bracelet. I believe, though, that is a knockoff.
Okay.
I do not tweet. I do not Twitter. I just don't. I feel like it has now become the new like trolling, cyberbullying.
That's code for I don't go on Twitter, guys, because I can't delete the comments the same way I can delete them on Instagram
or Facebook.
I don't have the guts to go on Twitter because I don't want to hear negative comments and I don't have the chutzpah for it.
Cyberbullying bullshit website, so I don't even mess with it. And she wasn't wrong. I received messages from people saying how effed up it was that I would post that picture of her, how effed up it was that I would doctor a picture of her, that I'm being paid by the Brits, that I had somebody reach out to me about doing an interview to see how it would be meeting her.
This is all Meghan Markle and her people trying to do this and trying to intimidate this woman. That's what is happening right now.
How my time was meeting her. Y'all need to let a fucking woman live, okay? I deleted the picture because I felt so bad that people made me feel so bad.
She's playing the victim. You know what I was upset over? When Meghan Markle didn't let the Queen live out the last year of her life.
I was pretty upset about that.
I was pretty upset over that. How come you weren't there when I was upset? I mean, you seem like you want women to live their lives.
Why couldn't Meghan just let the Queen live her life? Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We're not going
what's her name?
Brianna
whatever.
Sanchez.
Whatever.
That's why we're here. She started it, and we're going to finish it. No one told her to do what she did.
Meghan Markle should have let the Queen live her life.
What was Oprah?
Yeah, just let the woman live. Let the woman live.
And she couldn't do it.
She couldn't do it.
Yeah. So Brianna couldn't let that go. After her Instagram story, I believe it was today that she put out another Instagram story, but she didn't talk. She just
I love the merching though. Do you love that? She had a ring on.
Like,
here's my Cartier and here's my nails done by these people. And I'm going to tag everybody.
I'm not merching Muttonhead, by the way. I just like wearing this. My boyfriend bought it for me, and whenever he buys me something cute, like a gift he knows I'll like, I like wearing it. Okay, here's Brianna. Well, clapping back at the folks isn't what the people wanted. I thought IG was extra Reddit went hard. I don't know what that means. I don't need any 15 minutes of any fame because with friends like these, who needs enemies? It's actually you all that are perpetuating this so-called 15 minutes.
And we're not your friends. What does that mean?
I think she's talking to Sussex Squad.
Oh.
Yeah. I have zero clue about being markled. You know exactly what that means. You know exactly what that means,
she must
Brianna.
Be living under a rock.
I have zero clue about being markled. Actually had to Google it. Just like she had to Google who Harry was. It sounds like Meghan's writing this.
Yeah.
I had to actually Google it, what derangers are, had to ask someone who messaged me who the hell sugars are, etc. No, Chris Sanchez is not my father. Now, everyone was going around saying that Chris Sanchez, Meghan Markle's bodyguard, it was her father. And she's saying no. And you got to believe her because she's saying it. I mean, I don't think she's lying about this because he looked a little young to be her father. No, Chris Sanchez is not my father. Sanchez is my married name, and I don't have a relationship with my bio dad, but from the feels of it, none of you have parents that are proud of you. Our parents are super proud of us. They tell us every day how much they love us and how proud they are of us for sticking up for the Queen. As for the claims of being paid, I don't need to shame someone to get a bill paid. I am fully capable and a working woman who can pay her own bills. Well, my husband pays them, but I do work, LOL. Emoji. Also, if you find me annoying, feel free to keep scrolling. Remind yourself you stopped here. I didn't beg. Well, of course we stopped here. We want to see what you're doing, Brianna. You're amusing us. Keep going. I truly enjoyed my experience, and I'm sorry you didn't. But then again, it wasn't you, so you don't need you to. And trust me, you haven't ruined it. I'm still reeling. She's talking about meeting Meghan. It is truly unfortunate that the majority missed the whole meaning of the post, which was to celebrate the grand opening of something state-of-the-art for our service members. It was Meghan who took the limelight out of that. It was her for having the Sussex Squad have a big deal about that picture. So please take this and Reddit, thread it, Twitter, or twatter it, hell, MySpace it for all I care and enjoy. Also, feel free to unfollow me.
Yeah, Brianna, what is it again?
Brianna,
whatever. Yeah, that's exactly what you were doing, considering you took pictures of the entire space that the Navy SEALs Foundation was doing, and you definitely. Oh wait, no, she didn't do that.
Did she do any pictures?
She just did a picture
of the foundation.
No,
or just Meghan.
She just did the picture of Meghan.
Okay, yeah, she was really highlighting.
Yeah, she was really highlighting the cause. I mean, it's just all BS.
What a trooper!
So, you know what? I'm done with the 50. You know what? We're done.
Oh no,
we're done.
Oh no, we're not done.
Oh God,
no, because.
No.
A couple people followed Brianna's lead because they liked the 15 minutes. So they're like, I need to get my 15 minutes now. So here comes another woman. I don't know her name or anything, but she needs her 15 minutes too.
She was great. Always please and thank you. Always eye contact, always engaging. Having a really great time with her friends in this private room. So she had no excuse to be anything other than herself because she was now in a safe environment. And so I saw, in my opinion, what I feel.
She's in a safe environment, but you're right now on social media talking about her privacy in that private room. I mean,
just like Nacho's wife,
no, but,
who goes on social media just to defend somebody's character.
I'm saying these people are so simple. They're simpletons. The Sussex Squad are simpletons. Guys, she was so private, but I'm going to come out and I'm going to talk about that private room.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you everything about that privacy.
Was the real Meghan. She was just alone with her friends. And I was a bit of a fly on the wall, and I thought she was fantastic. The night ended, she left, she said goodbye to all of us. I did say to my colleague after, everything was said and done, what did you think of her? Since he was the main person in the room and he spent a significant amount of time in there. He said to me, Krista, I got to tell you, she's one of the nicest human beings I have ever met in my life. Not celebrity, not civilian, doesn't matter. Totally the nicest human I have ever met in my life. He couldn't stop raging about her. So maybe everybody needs to back off a little bit and give her a little bit of grace because she's really lovely.
Of course, another person had to come out of hiding and defend Meghan. and we've met this person before. Good old Jennifer Sue.
No, not again.
She wrote today, "Dear Meghan, haters gonna hate. Focus on achieving your goals and ignore the noise. Don't let jealous people dim your fire."
Oh, God.
This was on Twitter.
If someone said that to me, I would just
puke,
laugh, and then puke, and then start laughing again.
I would be so embarrassed
and then
if,
puke
like,
again.
I would be so embarrassed if I constantly was going around to acquaintances saying, "Can you please put something on social media talking about what a nice person I am?"
And these are the people that are at the top of the list.
I know.
Okay? These are it, dude. And those people are lecturing us on ethics and morals after what Meghan and Harry did to the Queen.
Yeah.
They're lecturing us.
Yeah, we're bad people.
I mean, that's like that. I mean, that's like the Saudi government lecturing us on feminism. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy.
I know.
This is in their heads.
Today's animal rescue was suggested to us by one of you. I really appreciate when you give us suggestions because I love learning about new rescues and places we can help.
Mm-hmm.
This is called Battersea. They've been around since 1860, helping dogs and cats find homes. There's plenty of ways to get involved. I will put the link in the description below. If you can't show them any love, can you please just go on to their website, read a little bit about it, and share their link and information with friends and family and say, hey, this is a really great place and I want to help.
Hey, it's the cat's meow. That's what you should say.
That's what I should say.
If you like something, you should say it's the cat's meow.
Yeah. We got another show coming right after this one, so stay tuned. It's gonna be a doozy.
I got all my notes here.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.